had this little 17-year-old girl. She grew up in church, and but she came into the program, and she was pregnant. First 2 weeks she was there, every time I would see her on the campus, you know, or pass her in the hallway, she'd just be sobbing. And finally I said, hey, do you need to talk? I said, yeah, I've noticed that you're just emotional every day. And she goes, yes, I do. And I said, well, tell me what's going on. She goes, I'm just so mad at God. And I said, you're mad at God? I said, why are you mad at God? I just can't believe he let me get pregnant. And that's a perfect example of what you're saying. You know, there are consequences, and we talk about that in this book too. It's very practical. There are consequences for the choices we make, and a lot of times we want to have victim mentality instead of taking personal responsibility. And that young girl, we helped her understand that. She realized this is a consequence of a choice, but it also means that God is going to be with you in this process. And we said, God is proud of you because you could have gone and gotten an abortion and you didn't. He's in this with you, and he's going to see you all the way through it. And I mean, from that point on, when she understood correctly that she made a choice and there was a consequence, but God still loved her and he was with her and he would help her, it changed everything. And I mean, no more crying. I mean, she got in the Word, but it was just getting God's perspective on the situation and understanding the truth so that she could walk in the freedom of it. And that young girl, that's been almost 20 years ago, and she's still in touch with us to this day and just doing great, serving God in her local church. But she just needed somebody to help her understand the truth, and she had to forgive herself because she realized I did a foolish thing, and she forgave herself, but she also embraced the fact that I'm having a child and I'm going to be the best single mom. And she believed God, as we taught her, for a godly husband, and God brought that godly husband who adopted the little girl, and it's just beautiful.